Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Nat. Thank you all so much for joining me. Today we have a bunch of new products from Sephora to test out, so let's get right into it. First up, we have from Makeup Forever, the HD Skin Balancing and Perfecting Foundation, and I chose the shade 214N Burlap. It's a natural medium to full coverage foundation with a self-adapting formula that hydrates and controls shine for all skin types, ages, and concerns. The coverage is medium, the finish is natural, doesn't have SPF. Find your skin's perfect balance of mattification and hydration with this weightless, non-comedogenic foundation. The smart formula retains moisture throughout the day while regulating excess oil for a finish fit for you. Its skin-caring actives visibly blur and smooth skin with long-lasting wear. It's newly reformulated, I think, but I've actually never tried a liquid foundation from Makeup Forever, so I have nothing to compare it to, but I am super excited to try this out. The only foundation that I've tried from Makeup Forever is the powder foundation, but honestly, I haven't touched that in a while, so I don't even remember what that's like. Again, this is a shade 214N. I think it would work, kind of, but honestly, since swatching this, or since purchasing this, I feel like I got a little bit more sun unintentionally, but let's test it out. As you can see, my eyebrows are already done and my eyes are already primed. So I'm just gonna go in with a BK Beauty 116. I don't know if this foundation oxidizes or not, because I've swatched it twice in store. I don't know, this might be too light. But you know what? Like I said, I'm a little bit darker than I normally am. I think it'll be okay, because I'm normally not this shade that I am for the majority of the year. For the majority of the year, I think I am closer to the foundation shade. I don't necessarily want to get a foundation for my summer color, because honestly, I swatched the next shade up in the neutral category. I think it was, what was it, the 222N Sunstone, and that one seemed a bit too dark. So what I mean is, I wonder if the tester that was sitting out at Sephora, like if that oxidized, because when I swatched this shade in store, it was a while ago. Was it a week ago? More than a week ago? It seemed perfect. But when I swatched this one now, it seems like it's on the light, it's touch on the light side, but they didn't have this shade in store when I went, so I had to order it online. And just switching to my LC01 to do around my brows and my forehead. It feels weightless though, it really does. I didn't even realize that I got some sun. I don't feel like I went outside or hung out outside for a while. Here it is. I think I like the feel of it for sure. The finish is nice. Let's not be too thrown off by the slight lightness of the shade, but it kind of goes with my neck. But don't worry, I have a couple of new bronzers to test out, so I'm sure this will work out fine. The eyeshadow we have for today shouldn't have any fallout, so I'm going to move on to concealer. Also from Makeup Forever, I picked up the HD Skin Smooth and Blur Undetectable Concealer, and I chose the shade 1.3N. It's a feather light buildable concealer that visibly smooths, brightens, and corrects under eyes with an undetectable, real skin finish and up to 24 hours of wear. Coverage is medium, finish is natural. This skincare formula is infused with a smooth skin complex, powered by hyaluronic acid, jojoba oil, and snow mushroom to plump the look of fine lines, blur texture, and hydrate the under eye area. The gel-like texture is easily blendable and buildable with no caking or creasing. Makeup Forever also has a full coverage concealer that's newly reformulated, I think. And I was debating between these two. I think I really wanted to try this one out and see how I feel about it, and consider picking up the full coverage concealer at another time. I know this is for your under eyes, but I'm just gonna do what I normally do with my concealer. And same thing, I've never tried Makeup Forever concealer. I'm just blending it out with an FO2 from Singe Beauty. So for this concealer, same thing, it feels very not detectable, like it's weightless. It's pretty thin. I guess that's why they have a full coverage version. It blends out pretty easily, pretty seamlessly. I'm just gonna put a touch more on this eye. Okay, I do think I want to try the full coverage one now. Like, this one is good for light makeup days. It's not that I don't like it. I do like the finish on both the foundation and this concealer. But of course, we'll have to see how it wears for the rest of the day to actually get a full opinion on it. For cream bronzer, I picked up from Fenty the new Sunstalker Souffle Pressed Mousse Cream Bronzer, and I chose the shade Brown Butter. So this cream bronzer is a lightweight pressed mousse cream formula that blends seamlessly, doesn't fade, and delivers a natural blurred finish that stays put all day. This soft, velvety pressed mousse bronzer instantly melts into skin and blurs for a sun-kissed glow. It builds effortlessly, feels lightweight, and delivers a natural airbrushed finish that stays put all day. Plus, it's waterproof and resists transfer, fading, sweat, and humidity. I do love this packaging. How interesting. Ooh. It's squishy. I'm just going to go in with Nikki's N18, starting on the forehead. At first I was worried that all of the shades of this bronzer are a bit too warm for my preference. Because actually that's my favorite thing about the Cheeks Out, I think it's called Cheeks Out, the Cheeks Out bronzer by Fenty, and specifically in the shade Teddy. Because it's a bronzer that's a little bit more on the cool tone side. So yeah, this is definitely more of an actual bronzer shade. It's interesting. Right here, it looks pretty warm. It almost looks like a blush on my cheek. But I don't think it's too orange, right? What do you guys think? I've been compiling my US makeup list because I mentioned before, I think, we are going to New York soon in a couple of weeks. So every time I travel to the States, I go with a list of makeup that's only purchasable in the States. Just going in with my Patrick Ta nose contour brush. Now that I have this bronzer kind of all over the face, I'm liking the shade a bit better. I think it's just at the border for me, shade-wise. Like any warmer, I would feel like it's way too warm or orange. But for now, I think it's okay. But the finish on this cream bronzer is beautiful. For cream blush, I picked up from Kosas the Impressionist Multi-Stick Cream Cheek and Lip Color. I chose the shade Nuance, which is described as a rose beige. It's a creamy multi-stick for cheeks and lips that glides on, melts into skin, and builds a natural flush from within look that lasts all day. This formula's shades and packaging is designed for both cheeks and lips with the ideal balance of glide, finish, and lasting power. Buildable pigment blends easily before setting comfortably, melts seamlessly into skin, layers over or under creams, and powders for a soft, natural-looking flush with a blurred finish. These neutral tones can be easily replicated across multiple parts of your face for a cohesive monochromatic look. This is what it looks like. So the thing that caught my attention about this blush is actually the shade. It looks pretty balmy. I'm just going straight onto the product with an LC02 from Refer. You guys know I'm into beigey, browny, super neutral looking cheeks. This is rosier than I thought it was going to be, but still quite pretty, don't you guys think? Or I wonder if it's just paired with this bronzer. I'll have to try this shade out with a different bronzer another time. But I do think that's quite pretty. This is a little bit weird for me. I'm used to my eyes partly done before I do blush and bronzer, but it's nice to switch things up once in a while, right? Now to set my face, I finally got my hands on the Natasha Denona setting powder. It's the High Glam setting powder. It's sweat and waterproof with translucent blurring. It's a never before seen translucent hydrophobic powder that transforms any complexion product into a long-wearing sweat-proof and waterproof base. Formulated with raspberry plant extract to help maintain skin's natural hydration, this ultra-fine setting powder transforms any base to waterproof and sweat-proof. It visibly blurs pores, smooths texture, controls shine, and delivers an invisible matte finish that never looks dry, patchy, or cakey. I've heard mixed reviews on this product, but of course I still wanted to try it out for myself. Let's remove this little puff. Actually, wait, I forgot to set my under eyes first. Okay, can you guys see? It's quite chunky. And the first thing that I noticed is I hate the sifter. Like, I like that she's got her initials on there, but there's not enough holes. It took me way too long to get that tiny amount of powder out. Okay, so what I did was I put some into my hand and I worked it into Nikki's N14 because I've heard that you can't use this powder to bake and something like less is more. So I figured instead of using my puff that I normally use, we're gonna do it this way. But yeah, if there's one thing that I can't stand about setting powders is if it takes forever for the powder to come out. There's a few like that, like the L'Oreal Infallible I find annoying. like the product, but I don't want to have to work that hard just to get powder out of a container. Alright, just to see for this part of my face, I'm going in with a puff. I feel like it is pretty blurring for me. I guess that's the pro to having slightly more oilier skin. So yeah, I don't feel like it's cakey. I actually quite like it. Just first impression. Of course, we have to see how it wears, but just on first application, I quite like this powder. I just went ahead and started my eye look off camera because this shade isn't new to me. It's the Marc Jacobs Cream to Powder eyeshadow and in the shade Hater, which is the darkest brown. And if you guys caught my Marc Jacobs video, you might remember that the shade Clapback is what I really wanted, but it was sold out. So as soon as it was back in stock, actually my friend Christy messaged me to let me know. I ordered it right away. This is what it looks like. It's a pink and bronze duochrome. Ooh, look at that. My goodness, look at how pretty that is. Alright, so let's start just off center. Ooh. Not taking it too far out. Oh wow, look at that, you guys. So pretty. Alright, I'm happy I picked this up because I know the one shimmer that I got, the shady shade, shady shade, it didn't blow me away. Like, I like it enough. It's okay. But this is beautiful. Alright, and speaking of the shade Shady, here's Shady. And I just have it on a silicone brush from Amazon, just for more precision. I'm gonna see if this works in the inner corner. I feel like the spatula didn't really do much, but my nails are too long right now. So we'll try it this way. I'm going back in with a bit more of Clapback. Yeah, I don't know if this product works very well with the silicone brush spatula. I think the finger is better. Alright, so now I'm going back in with the Hater shade and an EO5 from Singe Beauty, just to re-intensify the outer corners. So yeah, that looks better, right? And pull it across just to give myself a full crease. And then I'm taking an E25 from ColourPop so I can run it along the lower lash line. Of course, starting in the outer corner. I do appreciate that these eyeshadows have no fallout. And now I'm just taking a BK Beauty 206 to blend out the bottom edge. I just went ahead and did my eyeliner because in this haul I picked up a couple of backups of the Sephora retractable eyeliner, but it's not new to me. I picked up a couple of backups because at the time, Sephora collection was 30% off and they had a point stacker. But we do have a new mascara to try. I got a sample of the new Merit Clean Volume Volumizing Tubing Mascara. It's a buildable tubing mascara that lifts, separates, and sculpts lashes for precise all-day volume. Finally, a volumizing mascara that actually lifts. Designed with a petite precision brush, it works with Merit's lightweight Japanese-made tubing formula to build clump-free volume, length, and lift that's precise. Never heavy or overdone. Safe for sensitive eyes, removes with warm water. This is what the wand looks like. Now, because this is a sample, I'm not sure if this is the same wand that's in the full size, but let's give it a go. Okay, so that's one coat. Let's see how buildable this is. I think this is quite pretty, actually. I don't actually have a problem with lift or mascaras weighing down my lashes. I guess I'm grateful that my lashes naturally go up on their own. Like, I don't have to curl them. The only downfall is my bottom lashes also grow this way. So that's why I never wear lower lash mascara. Alright, here's the mascara before I put half lashes on, just to show you guys. This is 2 coats on each eye. It's not like super volumizing, but it's quite pretty. And I'm a fan of the wand, if that's actually the wand that comes in the full size. Because again, this was just a sample. Alright, half lashes are on, and now it's time for powder bronzer. I picked up another shade of the Gucci bronzer. The original shade that I have that I got like a while ago, maybe a couple years ago, I got shade number 3, and I find it to be a little bit too orange on me. So then when I was picking up products for this video, there wasn't really a new powder bronzer that I've been really wanting to try. So I decided to pick up a product that I actually wanted. So this is in the shade 2. Comes in your standard little Gucci pouch. This is what the shade looks like. I should have pulled out the shade 3, just to show you guys. This one doesn't seem as orange. Alright, let's test it out. I'm just going to go in with the BK Beauty 104. And let's start at my forehead. Oh yes, this shade is way better. It's so funny. I told my friend Christy that I picked up another shade of this Gucci bronzer, and then she was like, okay, send me the other one. Which I will. Look how pretty that is. I'm into this. Honestly, I kind of had to force myself to wear that Gucci bronzer, because I actually bought it blind. I didn't go in store to swatch it. I think it was on sale at some point on the Sephora app, and I just blind bought it. So yeah, definitely this shade is way better. And if you guys weren't aware, Gucci bronzers have a bit of a scent. It's not overpowering though, in my opinion. Oh, I'm happy with this. Okay, so for powder blush, I'm kind of cheating. This isn't really a straight powder blush. It's a cream to powder blush by Violette FR. It's the Plume Blush Feather Matte Cheek Melt, and I chose the shade Latte Praline. It's a feather light melt to matte blush that builds and blends like a cream, but diffuses like a powder for blurred airbrushed color that lasts. The best of cream and powder. This innovative formula melts into a soft veil of semi-opaque color, inspired by the Velatura, I think that's how you say it, painting technique. It applies intuitively and builds effortlessly without disrupting your makeup, delivering a weightless soft focus flush with a blurred matte finish. That's pretty cute packaging. It looks like a stone. Here's the shade. It's pretty creamy. Soft though. Alright, I'm just gonna go in with a BK Beauty 109. It's not really fair, or like you can't see the true color of this because we have the other blush underneath. But I think I love this. Wow. Pretty blurring, hey? Yep, I'm a fan of this. Oh, Wow, wow, wow. I'm kind of like pleasantly surprised. I didn't think that this was going to make such an impact. Or even just go on top of everything so well, because I've already powdered everything. Huh. Lovely. What do you guys think? I really love this blush. Now for highlighter, same thing. I opted for a highlighter that I actually wanted instead of just picking up some random new one to test out. This is the Gucci Glow highlighter, and I actually bought this blind because there was no tester at the Sephora that I was at. This is a shade Warm Gold, and it's a multi-use powder gel highlighter with an airy, ultra-thin texture that delivers a radiant, translucent glow while smoothing the complexion. Gucci's first powder gel highlighter delivers a second skin finish and an all-day glow. Infused with Gucci Glow technology, it blends gel and powder textures for a smooth, light-reflecting effect that won't settle into fine lines, and it comes in a gold compact with mirror for easy touch-ups. This is also super cute. Okay, this is what the shade looks like. Can you guys see that? There. Is that a bit better? Alright, let's boop some on my nose. Ooh, that's cute. That's pretty. I think my husband's gonna like this. And now on the cheeks with an F07 from Singe Beauty. Oh, I think I love this too. Wow. Alright. I'm happy I went with this shade even though there was no tester, because I mainly have champagne-ish type highlighters. I don't like a bright white, frosty kind of highlighter, but I don't, like, this is so pretty. Like, it's gold, but it's not like gold, you know what I mean? Look at that. This has a little bit of a scent too. I think it's different than the bronzer though. This one smells nice. Not that the bronzer one doesn't smell nice. I think this one just smells nicer. Pretty though, right? Alright, now for lips, we have a few items to try out. I got another shade of the Marc Jacobs Heart On Care and Color lipstick. This is the shade 106 Burning Desire. It's described as that yellow-brown kind of shade. That's what it looks like. Oh, I think I like this shade. The other shade that I got in this lipstick I really like too. What do you guys think? I also picked up this Sephora gloss. I feel like they're newish or they're newly reformulated, because this is the previous gloss. The packaging is different. And I don't know if all of the shades are new, but of course I fell in love with one nude shade in this formula, and then it was no longer available and they came out with new ones. So let's give this one a try. Sorry, this is the shade Fearless. I think it's some kind of mauve. This is very lovely on the lips. Like, it's not goopy, it's not thin, it's not sticky, but it feels substantial on. And I'm happy with this shade. I think it's pretty cute. What do you guys think? We have a new shade of the ABH lip liner. This one is Stormy. Let's just line the lips quickly. Ooh, look at this tone. I really like it. I would wear this all over the lips with like a clear gloss on top. I am into this shade. There was another shade that I was debating on, and now that I see this one, I think I'm going to pick up the other one as well. Maybe during the next Sephora sale. But that is so pretty. I'm into it. All right, we've made it to the last product. This is the ABH Kiss Theory Hydrating Glossy Shine Lip Balm. And I chose the shade Echo, which is a nude cafe latte. Surprise, surprise, right? It's a hybrid gel balm lip color delivering hydration, high impact pigment, and glossy shine with a lightweight, non-sticky feel. Cushion the Kiss, a modern lip hybrid designed for effortless shine and color. The plush gel balm formula delivers high impact payoff, hydration, and a glossy finish with a lightweight, non-sticky feel that smooths the look of lips in one swipe for a kiss-worthy finish. This is so cute. It's like so petite and dainty. Aww. Ooh, okay. Oh, wow. I think that's really nice. It's very hydrating, exactly what it claimed to be. Smooth, glides on, like comfortable, nourishing. And I love the color that I chose. I'm really impressed with this formula. I really love this shade too. Like it feels good, it looks good. What do you guys think? Here it is. This is the final look of my summer Sephora haul. I'll come in closer. Different lighting. It's such a great feeling to purchase a full face of new makeup and pretty much love everything. I think the only item that I'm still not fully decided on is the Natasha Denona powder. I need to see how it wears throughout the rest of the day. Like first impression, I do like it. I like the finish that it gives. I didn't seem to have much issues with it, just from what I've heard from other people's experiences. I'm also running through talking about the products really quickly because I'm actually late for dinner. I'm taking my girlfriend out for a belated birthday dinner. But yeah, I'm happy with every single item. Like the foundation ended up working out really well. It wasn't too light like I originally thought. The concealer is beautiful so far. Again, those two products plus the Natasha Denona powder, I'll need to see what it looks like in a few hours. Happy with the Clapback shade. Happy with cream powder bronzer. Actually, I have to say the blush from Violet FR might be my favorite. Might be the standout. Might be. I also love this lip liner and this lip combo. Like I said, everything I have on my face today, I love. I'm super happy with my purchases. And now we've come to the end of this video. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me, to check out my random summer Sephora haul. I truly appreciate you all so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Or if it's nighttime for you, I hope you get a good night's rest. I'll see you guys next time.
Oh, ha, ha.